The next topic is physics. What is physics? The word physics derived from the Greek word, its meaning is nature. Next, coming to definition of physics. Physics is a branch of science which deals with the study of nature and natural phenomena. It deals with the motion, energy, and their consequences. Scope of physics. Scope of physics means in which areas its influence is there. By using physics, how the natural things are explained, in which areas, in which domain it is explaining the natural things, that means which is nothing but scope of physics. This is mainly divided into two categories. First one is macroscopic, which is also called classical physics. Second one is microscopic, which is also called quantum physics. Coming to first one, microscopic physics or classical physics. Microscopic physics deals with the study about the bigger objects or bigger things like motion of planets, propagation of sound waves, propagation of light waves, etc. Further, microscope physics or classical physics is divided into four parts. First one is mechanics, second one thermodynamics, third one electromagnetism, fourth one optics. The first one is mechanics. Mechanics deals with the following phenomena, like for example motion of the bodies like vehicles, rockets, etc. any bodies. Second one friction, third one elasticity, fourth one rotational motion, fifth one sound wave propagation, sixth one fluids, seventh one motion of satellites, oscillations, etc. Regarding these phenomena, mechanics deals. Second thing is thermodynamics. It is a smaller part of the physics. It includes in the following concepts: laws of thermodynamics, temperature and heat concepts, heat engine, a refrigerator, what are spontaneous processes, etc. Next, coming to third one, electromagnetism. It deals with the electrostatics, current electricity, and magnetism, and the relation between electric currents and magnetic fields. The following are: first one, charge and its properties. What is the electric field? Second one is AC and DC currents. Third one, magnetism. Fourth one, electromagnetic waves. The fourth one is optics. Optics mainly deal with the properties of light, how light is propagated, what is its nature, what are the phenomena exhibited by the light, likewise interference, diffraction, polarization. These properties are included in the optics. Also different types of wave theories, and the second one is mirror and lenses. Third one is microscopes and telescopes. Fourth one, some natural phenomena observed in the nature due to the scattering of light or light properties like rainbow, advanced sunrise, advanced sunset, white color of the clouds, reddishness of the sun at the sunset and sunrise. These phenomena are studied in the optics. So coming to classical physics or macroscope physics mainly deals with the objects which are bigger one. In intermediate, all these four parameters like mechanics, thermodynamics, electromagnetism, optics is studied in the intermediate syllabus. The second one is physics is mainly divided into two parts. First one is macroscopic, that is classical physics. Second one is microscope physics or quantum physics. It mainly deals with the or explains about the properties are like that elementary particles, the electron, proton, neutron, the particles which are in the nucleus, neutrino, antineutrino, some other elementary particles, very small particles. It deals with the small particles. So in quantum physics we have to study atomic structure, atoms and nuclei, dual nature of matter and radiation, semiconductor device, communication systems, etc. Nowadays communication systems have wide variety of applications. A tremendous devices are basing upon the semiconductor device like computers, etc., any electronic device. So all these mechanics, thermodynamics, electromagnetism, optics, quantum physics, all we can study in the first year and second year intermediate courses. All the syllabus is there. So just it is a brief introduction, not going to the depths of the topics, just what we have to study, just for idea. Next the topic is the basic forces in nature, otherwise fundamental forces in nature. Mainly four forces are there. First one is gravitational force, second one is electromagnetic force, third one is strong nuclear force, fourth one is weak nuclear force. Among all these forces, more strong forces are nuclear forces, then electromagnetic forces, then weak nuclear forces, then gravitational forces. So gravitational forces are the least. So main strong forces are nuclear forces. Right. Coming to brief idea about gravitational forces. Gravitational forces is the force of mutual attraction between any two massive bodies by virtue of their masses. Suppose if we consider two bodies, gravitational forces are attractive forces. There is no scope of repulsive forces. Consider two bodies mass, first body mass m1, second body m2. First body mass m1 attracts the m2, it brings towards, attracts, an attempt to attract with a force nothing but F2. Similarly, at a time, second body of mass m2 bring or attempt to attract with a force F1 towards m2. What is force? Force is a nothing but which changes or tends to change the position of a body. It is a physical quantity which changes or tends to change the position of a body. Not compulsory changes the position of the body. It also tends to change the position of it. It has a attitude to change its position of a body. According to gravitational forces, the force between the two massive bodies is directly proportional to the product of the magnitude of the masses of the two bodies. That is, F is proportional to m1 m2 and also indirectly proportional to the square of the distance between them. In the figure, r is the separation between the two bodies. So F is proportional to 1 by r square. So F is proportional to m1 m2 by r square. For bringing equal to, we have to mention a constant which is called gravitational constant capital G. So F equal to m1 m2 by F equal to G into m1 m2 by r square. Here the magnitude of force F1 is equal to F2. That is, force on m2 is due to m1. Force on m1 due to m2 is equal in magnitude but acting in opposite directions. So finally F equal to G into m1 m2 by r square. The properties of gravitational forces. Gravitational forces are weak in nature. They are the weakest forces in nature. They are long range forces, so they act with a distance of infinity, long distance. So they are called long range forces. Independent of the medium between them, air or any medium. They doesn't depend upon the medium between the two bodies. Depends upon the product of the, already we have discussed in the statement. Depends upon the product of the magnitude of the masses inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them, always along the line joining the two masses. That is, force acts between the line joining the two bodies. These are only attractive forces. There is no case of repulsive. The second forces are electromagnetic forces. Electromagnetic forces. Force between two charged particles. If the charges are same polarity, same kind, if two charges are positive, or then the force is repulsive. If the two charges are negative, the force is repulsive. If they are of opposite sign, then the force between them is attractive. So, like charges repel each other, unlike charges attract each other. Similarly, the force between the two charged particles is directly proportional to the product of the magnitude of the two charges, say charges Q1 and Q2. So then F is proportional to Q1 and Q2. Similarly, force between the two charges is inverse, either it is attractive force or repulsive force, whatever may be. F is proportional, inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. So F equal to K into, K is a proportionality constant, or indirectly F is proportional to M1, F is proportional to Q1 and Q2, F is proportional to 1 by R square. So F equal to some constant K into Q1 Q2 by R square, where K is a proportionality constant, Q1 Q2 are the magnitude of the charges, R is the distance between the two charges, right. So the force acting between any two charges at rest is called electrostatic force. The force acting between any two magnetic forces is called magnetic force. Electrostatic and magnetic forces are also interrelated. Thus the electric and magnetic forces are considered as two facts of the general force known as electromagnetic force. Similarly, in case of electrostatics, we say that charges Q1 and Q2. In case of magnetism, we know that north pole repel each other, north pole and south pole attract each other. Similarly, in magnets, they have poles. What is a pole? In a magnet, where the attracting property is created, situated, is known as a pole. Its pole strength, the capability of attracting iron filings, is known as pole strength. Generally, pole strength is denoted as M. Similarly, force between two charges, అలాగే similarly force between two magnetic poles. So force F is proportional to product of the magnitude of the pole strengths of the two poles, that is F is proportional to M1 M2 and inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. So F equal to some constant into M1 M2 by R square. Here M1 M2 are not masses, they are pole strengths. What is pole strength? The capability or the strength of a magnet attracting the iron poles is known as its pole strength. So finally F equal to, expression is F equal to M constant into M1 M2 by R square. The properties of the electromagnetic force. Electrostatic forces are between like charges, repulsive, and between unlike charges, attractive. Very strong in nature. They are not strongest, but they are strong. Depends upon the medium between them. Depends upon the product of the magnitude of the charges inversely proportional to the distance between the charges. Next, the next one is third one, strong nuclear forces. The forces which are arises in the nucleus, they are the strongest forces in nature. The forces which arise in the nucleus are called nuclear forces. The forces between the nucleons. What are nucleons? Protons, neutrons, etc. Protons and neutrons are called nucleons. Inside the nucleus, protons and neutrons are outside the nucleus, electrons are revolving around the nucleus. So nuclear particles are nothing but protons and neutrons. Properties of nuclear forces. Nuclear forces are short range forces. That means, whereas in case of a gravitational forces, they are long range forces. They can act up to a long distance, up to infinity. But in case of nuclear forces, they are limited to a particular very small distance, that is 10 power minus 15 meters. That is, which is also known as 1 Fermi. These strong nuclear forces are exist and their influence is up to only 10 power minus 15 meters distance. Very short range forces. But these are strongest in nature among all the forces. They are charge independent. That is, only nucleus consists of protons and neutrons. They exist between proton and proton, or neutron and neutron, or proton and neutron. How much force is acting between proton and proton? Similarly, same force is acting between neutron and neutron, and similarly, same force is acting between neutron and proton. So they are charge independent forces. The force magnitude doesn't depends upon the charge. So they are charge independent forces. Inside the nucleus, protons and neutrons are spinning clockwise or anti-clockwise. They are spin dependent forces. That means if both the particles, suppose proton and neutron, are spinning in the clockwise direction, then the force is maximum. If they are in anti-clockwise direction, one is clockwise, one is anti-clockwise, then the force between them is very small. So they are spin dependent. Depending upon the spinning of the nucleons, nuclear forces are dependent. Right? Next, spin depend. Next one is short range forces. They are 100 times stronger than the electromagnetic forces. That is, electromagnetic force are nothing but force between two charges or force between two magnetic poles are combinedly known as electromagnetic forces. So these nuclear forces are 100 times greater than or stronger than the electromagnetic forces. That means if the ratio between these forces, first one is nuclear forces is to electromagnetic forces, next to weak nuclear forces, next to weak nuclear forces. Suppose the magnitude of nuclear forces is 1, then 1 is to 10 power minus 2 is to, that is electromagnetic forces, 1 by 100. Next, gravitational forces, 10 power minus 13. Next, weak nuclear forces, weak nuclear forces are 10 power minus 13 and gravitational forces are 10 power minus 38. Right. Next, coming to weak nuclear forces. These forces will occur when the radiations emit. That is, these forces appear only in certain nuclear process like beta decay, when the nucleus emits an electron or positron and antineutrino. These are all positron, neutrino, antineutrino. In the secondary physics, we study detailed in the secondary physics. So next, properties of weak nuclear forces. Weak nuclear forces are mainly arise due to the beta decay when electron is emitted. Right. Properties. These forces are weak forces. A range is up to few Fermi. Fermi means 10 power minus 15. 2 Fermi, 3 Fermi. Stronger than the gravitational forces. Right. Okay. What is the comparison between these fundamental forces? Strongest forces are strong nuclear forces, then electromagnetic forces, then nuclear forces, then gravitational forces. Their comparison is 1 is to 10 power minus 2 is to 10 power minus 13 is to 10 power minus 38. Okay.